Welcome to the Electronic Services Portal, or ESP, training videos for IHSS independent care providers. In Provider ESP video number 3, we will be learning how to set up and review financial items as a care provider. Let's review what care providers can do through the Electronic Services Portal. You can check in and out for your shift, complete and submit your timesheets, complete a live-in certification, view your payment status and history, request employment verification, review tax documents, submit a sick leave request, sign up for or make changes to direct deposit, update the contact information on file with IHSS, link to helpful resources, and read notifications about the ESP and IHSS. By the end of this course, you will know where to go to certify live-in status if you live with your care recipient, view payroll history, set up and change your direct deposit, view your tax documents, and request employment verification. Begin by logging in to your Electronic Service Portal account on the ESP website at etimesheets.ihss.ca.gov. After you have logged into the ESP, you will be on your ESP account page. This course will focus on the things you can do through the Financial tab in the blue bar near the top of the screen. You can certify your live-in status if you live with your care recipient, which can change the way your taxes work and means that you do not need to check in and out for your shifts. To certify your live-in status, you can complete the paper form SOC 2298 and submit it to the County IHSS office, or you can certify the status through the ESP. If you do not certify your live-in status, you will be asked about your live-in status at the beginning of each timesheet period. You can find more detailed information about live-in status by visiting the California Department of Social Services IHSS website. If you do not live with your care recipient, skip forward to minute 358 of this video. If you need to certify your live-in status, go to the Financial tab, click on Live-in Provider, and choose Live-in Certification. On this screen, click the drop-down arrow next to the Select Recipient box. This will show all recipients whose cases you are connected to, who you can certify the status for. Click on the name of the recipient you need to certify your live-in status for. After selecting the recipient, review the information and then click in the checkbox to verify you understand and agree. Then click the Sign and Submit button. You will see a notification verifying that you have submitted the certification request. When it is processed and approved, you will receive a confirmation email. Click OK in the notification window. If your live-in status changes and you need to cancel that certification, you can do so through the ESP at any time. To do so, go to the Financial tab, click Live-in Provider, and then choose Cancel Live-in Certification. Select the recipient that you need to cancel the certification for. Review the statement under Electronic Signature and click the checkbox to confirm you are removing your self-certification for that recipient. Click the Sign and Submit button. You will receive an email when your request has been processed. Now let's learn about reviewing payment history through the Financial tab on the ESP. In the drop-down menu, click Payments. From here, you can choose Recent Payments to review hours submitted through timesheets in the past 14 days. You can search for older payment requests through a payment search, or you can review past sick leave claim requests and payments. First, we'll look at Recent Payments. Recent Payments will show a quick summary of your timesheet payment requests. You can also see these and older requests by clicking the blue Payment Search link here, or in the previous Payments drop-down menu. For a detailed look at recent payments, click on the View Payment Details button. The payment details will list the number of hours you submitted for that pay period for that recipient, as well as the status of that request. The status will be in one of 4 stages. submitted, waiting recipient review, waiting for payment, or payment deposited. You can download your timesheet or pay stub after it has reached the Waiting for Payment status by clicking the blue buttons under the Payment overview. Now let's take a look at the Payment Search option. Here you can find previous payment requests by entering or choosing from the calendar icon the first date of the pay period for the request you want to review. IHSS has 2 monthly pay periods, one that begins on the 1st of the month and one that begins on the 16th of the month. Choose the date and click the Search button. You will see the overview for your chosen pay period and can click the View Payment Details button for more information. The payment details display your payments and your deductions from the pay period and the year-to-date amounts. From this screen, you can also review the details of the timesheet you submitted by clicking the down arrow next to each work week in the pay period. Last in the payment section, we will look at the Sick Leave Claim History option. To review pay periods in which you received sick pay, click in the empty box under Pay Period. Then click the pay period you want to look at. This will open a summary of that sick payment. For more information, click on the View Sick Leave Claim Details button. Note that you cannot download sick leave claim statements. Next, we will learn about the direct deposit option. Providers do not receive paper paychecks except for a short period directly after being connected to a recipient's case. Instead, they use direct deposit to have their payments sent directly to their bank account or have those payments automatically loaded onto a pay card, which can be used similarly to a debit card. More information on direct deposit can be found on the California Department of Social Services IHSS webpage with other provider resource information. There are 2 ways to enroll in direct deposit. Providers can use the SOC 829 paper form and submit it to their local IHSS office, or they can easily enroll or make changes through the ESP. It is important to know that providers must enroll for direct deposit for each recipient that they work for. To enroll through the ESP's Financial tab, click the Direct Deposit option and then click Direct Deposit Enrollment. You will need to verify your identity to enroll in direct deposit. To verify your identity, you can choose to receive a verification code through email, text message, or telephone call. Select the method that will work best for you. Then click the Send Verification Code button. In the next screen, enter your verification code in the empty box and click the Verify button. The code will expire in 10 minutes, so do this step right away. If you have not received the code within a few minutes, request it again by clicking the Resend Code button. When you start working for a new recipient, click the circle next to New, then checkmark the authorization box and click the Next button. If you want to switch your deposit to go to a different bank account, click the circle next to Change, then the authorization box and Next button. If you want to cancel your direct deposit for a recipient who you no longer work for, click the circle next to Cancel, then the authorization box and the Next button. On the next screen, select the recipient you are making the request for. If you work for more than one recipient, you will need to select all of the recipients you want to make the direct deposit enrollment, change, or cancellation for. On the next screen, review the instructions. You will need to have your bank routing number and account number before you can set up direct deposit. You can find these numbers on a blank check, or you can get them from your bank. Choose the account type by clicking the circle next to Checking or Savings. Enter your routing number and account numbers in the blank boxes. You will need to enter your account number twice to confirm you have entered it correctly. After entering your account number, your bank's name will appear automatically. Review the information to make sure it is all correct before clicking the Next button. In the next screen, review the information, click the checkbox to agree, and click the Sign and Submit button. After submitting your direct deposit request, it can take up to 30 calendar days for the direct deposit to take effect. You will continue to receive paper paychecks until then. Let's take a look at viewing your W-2s with the Taxes option. Clicking W-2 from the Taxes option from the Financial tab will show you the most recent year's form. To see earlier W-2s, click the drop-down menu in the Select Tax Year box and click the year you would like to review. If you have more than one recipient, you will have separate W-2s for each of them. Choose the W-2 you would like to review by clicking the View W-2 button next to the recipient's name. You can directly view the W-2 on the ESP, or you can click the Download W-2 button to save a copy on your computer, tablet, or smartphone. Last in this module, we will learn about employment and wage verifications. IHSS providers can request verification of their employment and wages from the option in the Financial tab. On the next page, you will be able to request a new verification or download a request from the past. If you need a letter to confirm your employment, click the circle next to Employment Verification Letter. If you need a letter that states both your employment status and your wage information, click the circle next to Employment Verification Letter and Wage Verification. If you have selected Employment Verification Letter, click the Request Verification button. If you have selected Employment Letter and Wage Verification, you will need to enter the date range you are looking for before clicking the Request button. A notification window will appear letting you know that you will receive an email or text message when the letter is ready to be downloaded from the ESP. Until it is ready, the status of the request will show pending. When it is ready, it can be found under Requested Verifications. To save the letter to your device, click the Download button. Congratulations! You now know how to set up and review financial information on the ESP. You can now certify live-in status, view payroll history, set up and change your direct deposit, view your tax documents, and request employment verification. View the next ESP video for more detailed information on how to complete and submit timesheets for payment through the ESP. If you have questions or issues with the ESP or timesheets, call the ESP Helpdesk at 866-376-7066, option number 1.